All right, Mr. Villalobos, good Memorial Day to you, sir.
I appreciate that, man. How's it going?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Real quick before we jump into the pod, we just want to recognize all of our fallen heroes, lost but definitely never forgotten. So thank you for everything you've done.
Yes, sir.
You and your families. Dude, also it's my Grams' birthday.
Oh, yeah?
So shout out to my mama D, holding it down.
Out. Happy B-Day.
Matriarch of the fam. How was your week, brother? Talk to me.
Oh, normal stuff. Nothing new to report, I don't feel like.
Okay.
Pretty chill week, pretty chill weekend. Well, like I said earlier, pool open, 8,000 people at it. Real loud at the apartment complex. It's whatever, though. Usually pretty quiet, but it's been really loud this weekend.
Kids with their floaties, man. They're ready to go. Been waiting to blow them things up for
no kidding.
9 months now. Just
been looking at him in the corner of the apartment. It's sad.
Flattened floaties.
So, yeah. That's been my weekend so far. How about you?
Good deal, man. Did a quick trip to the beach, like I told you. Me and JP, a little golfing, some brewskis. So
right.
it was a good time, man. Just get out there. And then we all day yesterday just kind of was poolside.
Okay.
And just really relaxed, man. I took them to the beach bar, Ocean Annie's. I did not know John never been to Ocean Annie's. Ocean Annie's is a beach bar in North Myrtle Beach. Very famous, very popular. Have you ever been there?
I don't know. I've been to some, just like following people around.
Yeah.
I don't know where we went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John had a good time.
Yeah. It's awesome.
John had a really good time.
Well, the band.
The ladies love JP.
Oh, yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, the band went down for a show down there and spent a few days there and just kind of walked around and walked in and out of places. So I don't know where I've been. But it was a good time.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters, sir. Good deal. So, yeah, just came back yesterday. But yesterday morning, as you're seeing, rocking my Carolina Polo again. This time.
Can't quite see it.
Are we in there?
The mic's in front of it.
That's my Carolina Polo, guys. I come with good news this time. We got the women's lacrosse national champions.
All right.
And the men's baseball beat NC State 9-5 to win the 2022 ACC tournament title. So let's go.
That was a lot of alphabet, you said.
That was a lot of the alphabet. Yeah. But you know what, dude? Carolina, it was a Carolina Sunday, dude. It was awesome. Yeah. 2 dubs.
Awesome.
All right, brother. Let's go ahead, man, and talk about the excitement, the thrill. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I watched Revenge of the Sith leading up to Kenobi.
Right.
We'll talk about Kenobi when we actually get into the pod. But like, out of those 3 movies, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith, Revenge of the Sith is the only one I actually liked.
Okay.
That was the only one.
Right.
It was hard to get through the Phantom Menace. Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
Attack of the Clones was really, really, really political.
Okay.
Revenge of the Sith.
I don't remember anything about Attack of the Clones.
We got Boba Fett. We got Boba Fett out of it, basically. We got Boba Fett's origin.
Right.
Really. But then Revenge of the Sith, dude, so much went down in like 2.5 hours. And Obi-Wan was a badass, so.
Oh, yeah.
Let's start the pod. Welcome to this week's episode of Movie in a Pod. I'm Clyde Smith.
And I'm Javier Villalobos.
In this week's episode, we're discussing the trailers for Vengeance, The Gray Man, the first 2 episodes of ObiWan Kenobi, and our Movie of the Week, Top Gun. right, buddy. New week, new trailers.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about this BJ Novak vehicle directed, wrote, and starred in Vengeance. Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, this one seems to have a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Murder, possibly. The guy's going to Texas because he had some kind of imaginary relationship with this girl, it seemed like. like he explained it as he hooked up with her a few times, and then like it looked like at her funeral there was like a picture of him and her on her casket. Seemed to be pretty awkward.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you know, whoever these people were as part of her family is one of the guys is like, she was murdered and we gotta get vengeance. That's it. I mean, then they start down the path, I guess.
Yeah. So this is a comedy mystery thriller.
Yeah.
A radio host from New York City attempts to solve the murder of a girl he hooked up with and travels down to South to investigate the circumstances of her death and discover what happened to her. Great cast we got here. BJ Novak, Issa Rae, Boyd Holbrook. He's the one who's going to be the standout.
Yeah.
That's the brother who has to find out what happened. Ashton Kutcher. I'm excited about this, man.
I got a question about what you said when that description. What did it say? He went there to check in on her murder.
Yeah, so
because that's not what it feels like.
That's not what it feels like at all.
Yeah, it sounds like he went there for
the funeral
because of that, and then he ended up in the situation of like somebody thinks she's got murdered. So,
very true.
I just want to point that out.
Very true. And he looks like he's just going to podcast the entire thing. It's wild. I think it's going to be like really funny out of the mind of BJ Novak. You know, he wrote a lot of the episodes of The Office. I think this is going to be funny, man. This is going to be dope. We'll throw this on our trailers, guys. Let us know. Throw this trailer on our socials. I've messed that up 2 weeks in a row now.
Fine.
What's going on here?
It's all right.
We will throw this on our socials. Let us know what you think about Vengeance, guys. I have not seen Ashton Kutcher in a movie in a very long time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a minute.
So he's going to play this wily Texas guy.
I mean, the last thing I really remember him from is The Ranch.
And before that, he was Steve Jobs. Yeah, it's been a minute.
I mean, he may have slipped into something here and there, but that's the last thing that pops into my head when you say Ashton Kutcher.
All right. Now let's move over here to the trailer that I've been waiting for months. Yeah, The Gray Man.
Oh, yeah.
This is from the Russo brothers. When the CIA's most skilled operative, whose true identity is known to none, accidentally uncovers dark agency secrets, a psychopathic former colleague puts a bounty on his head, setting off a global manhunt by international assassins. The Ryan Gosling versus Chris Evans fight that we've been waiting for our whole life. We didn't know we needed.
Yeah.
But we're getting it.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to me, brother.
There's pretty awesome cast in here, man.
Dude.
I was looking at the casting for this one, man. Some pretty good stuff. Billy Bob Thornton. We got Chris Evans. You got Ana de Armas. And, of course, Ryan Gosling. A whole bunch of other ones in there, man. Trailer looked pretty fun. Looked like a lot of good action. A lot of good fight scenes. You know, I don't know what's up with Chris Evans' mustache, but that's fine. You know, if there's one person in the world that can wear a mustache like that, it's gonna be Chris Evans.
I mean, in Knives Out, he gave us that like weird sweater, right? And everybody fell in love with the weird sweater, right? And everybody went out and bought the weird sweater,
right?
I have it myself,
right?
Chris Evans is rocking a stash, and like pulling it off,
right?
Now, mind you, when I go to shave, the last thing I shave is my mustache. And then I stop shaving before I cut my mustache.
Just look at it for a little while.
Look at it for a little bit. The wife comes by and she's like, no, you finished the damn job. And I'm like, I'm trying to get my Carl Winslow on. Now I can say I'm trying to get my Chris Evans, Lloyd Hansen on, and it might work this time.
Yeah. And his name's Lloyd. Oh. And I love that they point that out in the movie trailer as well. That's great.
Yeah, so this is gonna be dope, man, because this is like international espionage, kind of a manhunt type thing. But this is more of the Russo style. Don't get me wrong. I loved Infinity War and I loved Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
I have not checked out Cherry yet on Apple TV Plus. I have to do that. I heard that was really good by them. But this is more Civil War, and actually this is more Winter Soldier. This gives me such Winter Soldier vibes.
Kind of a little bit in the future too.
Yeah,
a little
something
futuristic,
like that.
a little bit. Yeah, and you got Jack Ryan Gosling. I mean,
he's
already
huge in this.
he's already gorgeous, but now he's jacked. I mean, come on,
dude. He was perfect in La La Land. Dude. Come on, why do you have to get jacked on me, bro? Can you go back to the Ryan Gosling that was in crap? What's the football movie that I'm talking about? Gosh, I'm just horrible today.
This happen every
3 weeks in a row now, dude.
That I know. What
Remember the Titans.
Yes,
Remember the
that's
Titans.
it,
Yes. We're gonna get good at this one day, bro.
One day it's just gonna work out, right?
It's not gonna be today.
Because what happens is you ask me, and whether I know it or not, I'm gonna forget it. Because that's how things go.
That's exactly how it goes. Try to throw it to you, and you're like,
okay, froze up, choked
"What am I
up.
gonna do with my hands?"
Yeah, exactly.
No, but the Russo brothers, they are probably the best team doing it right now.
Yeah.
They remind me a lot of, they have like a Michael Bay thing of what they do, but I think they do it better. I love Michael Bay. Nothing against Michael Bay.
It's a little grander than just explosions.
It's a little grander, just more of a story.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier is still like one of my favorite Marvel movies.
Right.
Outside of being a Marvel, it's still one of my favorite movies of all time. Okay.
Nice.
Directed by these guys. Give us stuff like that.
Yeah.
Political type espionage thrillers. I'm there all day. All day, man. I'm going to say this right this time. We're going to throw this one on our socials. I messed it up. See that? Couldn't do it. It stuttered right through it, guys. And you have to let us know what you think about this. I've been waiting for this trailer for a very long time. Glad it finally dropped. Let's go. Did you long for a show like this, ObiWan Kenobi? Was this something that like you needed or even thought about ever?
No, sir.
Me neither, right? So I look at like everybody's arc, and I understand they're trying to fill within the movies with some shows, and we did Rogue One, which was before, after the prequels, but before a New Hope.
And honestly, it seems like it's been like that since the very beginning of Star Wars.
Yeah,
it's always been filling in
before
backstory.
Or after stuff like that. Yeah, but I felt like for Obi-Wan's arc, we had the prequels.
Right.
We had the Clone Wars, which was that's canon now. That show that was on like Nickelodeon maybe or some kind of kid show, but it was a cartoon animated clone. It went for like 45 years.
Yeah.
Right? And that's canon. So I felt like we had a really good Obi-Wan arc. But that takes place between in the middle of between the Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith is when that takes place. Because I know Anakin is there by his side most of that show. I thought we were done. He dropped the kid off. We'll see him again in A New Hope. But we have a story here.
Yeah.
We got the first two episodes dropped on Friday of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Mind you, this would have been doper if they just called it Kenobi. It would have been a slicker title.
Really would have.
But, it's the man's name. That's fine. Talk to me, brother. We got Ewan McGregor returning as the title character.
Yeah, these first two episodes are really fun, man.
Yeah.
We had a few good fight scenes. A lot of running. There's a lot of running in this one. We just get to see some cool sets, too, right? We see the city was really the most awesome part of the first two too. That I felt kind of dark, but the cast too was pretty awesome. You noticed a lot of characters. The actors were for a lot of these characters. If you didn't look them up,
Yeah.
So I didn't look at nothing before I watched it.
Same.
I was just watching it, and I'm like, okay, that guy looks familiar. That guy looks familiar. I don't know if you know this, but Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers plays, isn't that?
I knew it was
Which
him.
was awesome.
Yeah.
And I saw it, and like, it was real fast on them, right? And then they like start running or whatever. And I just paused it. I was like, was that Flea?
Yeah, I did the same thing. I didn't pause it. I was like, I think that's Flea, dude.
So that was pretty awesome. And he was in the whole episode. I thought he was going to be in and out pretty quick, but he was around for a minute.
So this one takes place 10 years after the end of Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
Luke and Leia are 10 now. Luke is on Tatooine, and that's where Obi-Wan is watching it from afar.
Yeah.
Leia is Leia Organa now, Princess Leia Organa.
Yes.
She's on a different planet. I forgot the name of it.
It's fine.
Loses it like I lose everything. But Alderaan.
There you go.
And he has to then he's just been in hiding. He's been chilling.
Yeah.
Works the fish market, I guess you can call it. You know what I mean?
There, I guess so. Yeah.
The Tatooine fish market, and he just kind of looks after the kid.
That doesn't sound appetizing at all, does it?
No, not at all. But that's literally like what he does day to day, and he tries to stay quiet, keep a low profile. He knows that the Inquisitors are after him.
Yeah.
He knows that there's still the Republic who's trying to find him and everything. So he's just trying to like lay low, protect this kid as much as possible.
Yeah, they're out searching for all Jedis at this point too, right?
Dude, but like I like it that they're searching for all Jedis, but they're basically like bottom of the barrel at this point in time.
Yeah, they're looking for him specifically and just kind of taking out whoever they got to take out to get there, other Jedis. Yeah.
Tatooine in this looks really lived in.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tatooine and what was the other shows that we had? Mandalorian and Boba Fett don't live as lived in for some reason. Time frames, time changes, stuff like that. But Tatooine looks very lived in, and I like it's a place where like a lot of people are at.
Yeah,
a lot of people go. So that's really dope, man. My favorite thing is the city in the second episode.
Yeah,
when he goes to get Leia, she pissed me off that entire episode. By the way,
what's that,
bro? Just listen to he's not harming you. Just listen to the guy.
She's just trying to protect herself, man.
But
danger, man.
You're right. You're right. But at the same exact time, he's held her as a child.
Yeah.
But she's not gonna remember that.
Yeah,
you know how all like older people say, when you were this small, I held you in my okay, cool, bro. I'm 45 now.
Why are you holding
Get off
kids?
me.
Don't be touching kids.
Don't be touching kids that are not yours. But I really like episode 2, man. Episode 2, he's like, you know what this is? These 2 first episodes are a story of a man who's came out of hiding.
Mm-hmm.
And now he has a purpose at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Understanding that Darth Vader is alive. He still makes it. Anakin's alive in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. Where
this goes, I have no clue, but I'm along for the ride.
We'll see what happens, man.
Looks like all 6 episodes are directed by Deborah Chow. Fantastic job. Yeah, this is going to be good, man. This is going to be a good, dope show. Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah. Sung Kang is in there as well.
Yeah.
As one of the 5th brother is what his name was, yeah. And I saw his face, even under that makeup, I was like, I know who that is. It's got to be him.
Okay, yeah. So that was the guy from Eternals, right?
Who, Sung Kang?
Why am I messing up everything?
No, Kamal
was in Eternals.
Yes.
I knew that.
Sung Kang is Han from Fast and
Fast and the
Furious.
Furious.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was him?
Yeah.
He looks jacked. Okay, so at first, once again, not looking at everything,
Yeah.
I thought he was the dude from Eternals. The Asian guy who was with Angelina Jolie.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was him the entire time. Once again, didn't look at anything.
Gotcha.
But it's Han?
Yeah, it's Han. Yeah.
Why does Han look like he's about 300 pounds just straight muscle, dude?
I mean,
Wow.
Disney magic, man.
Disney magic, bro. Nah, he looks good.
Yeah.
He looks good, but we got Jimmy Smits coming back as Bala Organa. Hayden Christensen playing Anakin / Darth Vader. Yeah, I'm along for this, man.
Yeah.
Best part of these 2 episodes. Talk to me. Your favorite part.
I think it was Kenobi just going hand to hands in that little hallway, with, like right before it's over.
Yeah.
When he's just throwing hands, man. That was awesome. That was a fun fight scene. I mean, there were a lot of good parts, though. But I think that one was the funnest, just seeing him just kind of raw, I guess.
Yeah.
Not with the Force, not with the lightsaber, just throwing hands, man. Showing him what's up.
My favorite thing?
What's up?
He didn't use the lightsaber. Did he?
No.
He didn't use the lightsaber at all.
That's what I'm saying.
These 2 episodes.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude. Like, just that fact.
Yeah.
That, like, he was a general in the war.
Oh, you're saying, and he just all together.
All together.
Thing, yeah.
He did not, like, that whole battle fight, running away or whatever, guns blazing left and right. He didn't pull that. Because that lightsaber for him is the equalizer.
Yeah.
With all those bounty guys, he didn't, dude.
Yeah.
He used his wit, his skills to get away. I thought that was really dope, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep on talking about this. We have 4 more episodes. Let's keep it coming.
I watched Stranger Things.
Oh.
All 7 episodes. That was a long haul. Those were some long episodes this season. And then there's only 2 left that come out on July 1st. Only 2.
So
There's only 2 that come out on July 1st.
So they're gonna have a 5th season, 5th and final season. But for this season, they dropped 7.
Yeah.
And they're only dropping 2 more in a couple weeks.
On July 1st, yep.
Wow.
It's been pretty good, man. You definitely need to catch a few episodes of that.
Oh, what do you think we're recording early for, dude?
We'll just talk about it next time.
We shall talk about it next time, sir. I'll have all 7 done.
Let's do it.
Before the next pod. I might have all 7 done tonight. Who knows?
Just do a phone call tomorrow. We talk about it. I'll just put it in. Just plug it in. So, yeah, I've already got that done. So, let's talk about it next week. It was very interesting.
Let's do it. All right, so you ready to jump into our movie of the week?
Yeah, man.
All right, guys, coming at you fast.
Yeah.
We got Top Gun, released in 1986. A few other flicks that dropped that year: Labyrinth, Cobra, Platoon,
Ooh.
Short Circuit, Ferris Bueller's Day Off,
2 awesome ones back to back.
Stand By Me, 3 awesome ones back to back to back. Ready for this? Howard the Duck,
Oh, no.
Pretty in Pink,
Right.
and I had to top it. Right? In the Kurt Russell fantasy martial arts action comedy,
Jeez.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Nice.
Dude, just so good. That's a great list. We got to do a lot more 80s movies, dude.
And Howard the Duck is part of Marvel, right?
Part of Marvel.
Yeah.
Part of Marvel, man.
That's funny.
Top Gun is directed by the late, great Tony Scott. Got a writer's room consisting of Jim Cash, Jack Epps Jr., and Warren Scarron from a magazine article by Ehud Yanai.
$15 million budget. Box office brought in $357.3 million.
Killer, dude.
And no telling what it's making now.
Killer.
That is streaming. I don't know how that works. I still don't know how that works with Netflix, but something good's got to be happening. I mean,
something good's got to be happening.
I watched it like
a couple times.
Yeah. Man, long list of stars here. So many people in this movie.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with Tom Cruise as Maverick, Kelly McGillis as Charlie, the Top Gun instructor, Val Kilmer as Iceman, Anthony Edwards as Goose, Tom Skerritt as Viper, Michael Ironside as Jester, John Stockwell as Cougar, Barry Tubb as Wolfman, Rick Rosovic as Slider, Tim Robbins as Merlin, Clarence Gilliard as Sundown, Whip Hubley, I think is what it is.
Let's rock with it.
As Hollywood, James Tolkien as Stinger, Meg Ryan as Goose's wife Carol, and Adrian Pastar as Chipper. And there's probably about 1,700 other people in that movie too.
There's a lot of people in this movie just hanging out. I forgot Tim Robbins was in this movie.
Kind of in there.
Yeah.
So.
And then I was like, wait, is that Meg Ryan? Wait, that's
right.
Because I haven't seen this movie in such a long time.
Right.
Like, wait, that's Meg Ryan.
And a lot of times you don't recognize some of these people unless it's Tom Cruise because they've aged a little bit. Not Tom Cruise.
Everybody else has aged a little bit. Except for Tom Cruise, yeah. Looks the exact same.
So yeah, that's our long lineup. All those mostly call signs, by the way.
I'm so glad you went that route.
That's the only way I could do it.
That's the only way. All right, brother. Go ahead and give us that quick synopsis.
So this is a movie that follows the journey of a very confident fighter pilot, Maverick, who's portrayed by Tom Cruise, through his time at Top Gun, which is a fighter weapons school. It's the best of the best fighter pilots. They go here to basically see who's the best, almost, and train, do all that good stuff. So Maverick, alongside with his RIO Goose, they are doing their best and breaking through rules along the way as they climb to the top of the Top Gun pilots' stands before tragedy strikes. And Maverick has to overcome this tragedy in order to save his fellow Top Gun pilots. And there's also a lot of shirtless high fives throughout this adventure.
Okay. That's the pod, guys. We're done. We're done. 5 buckets of popcorn. We're done, guys. Shirtless high fives.
Yep. Shirtless high fives.
All right. Let's get into this. I'll try to.
Yes.
Let's start at the top, man. We got Tom Cruise as Lieutenant Pete Maverick Mitchell, a U.S. Navy pilot. This guy, damn good pilot. Cocky as hell.
Yep.
Confident. Good looking. Definitely a rule breaker, though.
Yes. All the time.
And I kind of, you fall in love with him because of that.
Right.
He's not the same guy. Like, he wins, but he wins his own way.
Yeah.
I really dig. It's good and bad.
Yeah.
It's good and bad. I mean, because look what happened. Obviously tragedy strikes, like you stated. But like that beginning when I love the opening, dude.
Yeah,
is when they're literally right over the other MiG or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Who the hell does that? Who the hell is ideal? Like, that's just fabulous. Takes a picture and flips them off, dude.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. He's definitely very confident in himself. And this is an interesting movie because the ones we've been doing is like the fight against bad guys.
Yeah.
This one's like the fight against good guys.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty interesting take this week. Tom Cruise is a good guy, but at the same time, he's the rule breaker. He's kind of the bad guy of the good guys.
Yeah, so he's fighting it's not a fight per se, but I like that you use that terminology because they're fighting to be the top at Top Gun, right?
Yeah.
So it's more like war games is what they have
Yeah.
to get through to this flight school to be the best. And it's Tom Cruise, his partner, versus, man, Val Kilmer was a sexy ass dude in this movie, man.
It was.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about him in just a second, but good God, he was sexy, bro. Iceman. Tom Cruise you know what Tom Cruise did not do in this movie? He didn't run. Tom Cruise did not run. Any other Tom Cruise movie, he runs. I think he runs. I don't remember any other movie that he does not run. That's what the man's known for.
Okay.
But he flies the crap out of that plane, though.
I will keep an eye out for that next time I watch. It's like, nope, no running. Awesome.
Dude, let's jump over here to Kelly McGinnis as Charlotte Charlie Blackwood, instructor of Top Gun and Maverick's lovely interest.
Yes.
Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, she comes off first, like when they meet at the bar, she's just some lady, which is always good. And as Tom's trying to hit on her, or excuse me, Maverick, not Tom, as Maverick's hitting on her and doing all this stuff, the big singing flash dance type situation, she just plays along with all of it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Then she just shows up and is like, "What's up, guys? I'm the instructor." And she was good through the whole movie. I mean, she didn't play like a necessarily important role. She was there, and she was kind of his, you got to get over this stuff. The shoulder for him to cry on, basically, is what she was.
Yeah, man. So Kelly McGinnis' character, Mick Gillis, Charlie is the love interest, but she's like that hot girl in a lot of these 80s and 90s movies where, like, it's almost like the Raiders of the Lost Ark type thing. The main character is going to get to the finish line with or without them. Yeah. And they're just kind of there along for the ride, right? right. Like, the whole movie could have happened without her. Yeah. Right? But
it's been another bro. It's been another bro.
Exactly, right?
I mean, some scenes wouldn't have been in there, I hope, but, whatever.
But, but she plays just that eye candy that we enjoyed. Yeah. But she wasn't just like eye candy. She was actually highly intelligent.
Right.
When she's in front of the class instructing them and she's, telling them, no, it's like this or whatever. Yeah. I really enjoyed those type of scenes, man. Even back in 86, right? The Scott brothers, they take their female characters, and they were the few far between directors who did this, and actually give them stuff to work with. Right. And make them smarter than your average, like, just hot chick in a movie. And I really enjoyed that, man.
Yeah, she could just been a woman from the bar.
That's it.
And could have done the same thing.
Facts. So. All right, dude. Move over here to Iceman. One of Top Gun's students in Maverick's rival turned wingman. I did not know this, just reading off Wikipedia. Okay. Kilmer originally did not want to be in this film, but he did it and was awesome.
Well, I mean,
the cool thing about, like, him, right, where really they are rivals. Once again, we talked about Maverick. He is literally the word Maverick, right? Yeah. He is a little unhinged. Yep. Little unorthodox, gets results, but gets results his way. Iceman is ice in his veins. He does everything by the book. Every little thing that he does is by the military book, and he gets those results. Yep. So I love to see the difference between these guys, where they end up still getting the dubs, still getting the wins, but doing it from two different ways.
Yeah, I feel like Maverick has to work a little harder, though, when he does some of that stuff.
See, okay, so that's...
he ends up in the office a lot.
Those damn flybys, dude. Those damn radar flybys that he does.
Yeah. So, I think, like, Iceman, like I said, he's by the book, and you still got to be good.
I feel like
Right.
work hard. I think just Maverick is just naturally talented.
Right.
Like
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't think he has to. It's just instinct, right?
got you.
I think Kilmer's Iceman actually had to work harder because if you think about it, like, what's a craft? Okay, let's take playing bass for example.
Right.
Okay, you are very natural at it.
Right.
And if I played bass, which I cannot, I'm black, so everybody says I can. I haven't really figured that out yet, but I should try. Just pick it up right now. Is your bass in the car? Anyway,
Probably have it.
oh, just anyway. I would have to work very, 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 very hard and get everything down in order to be as good as you.
So kind of like a book smart, street smart
Exactly.
situation.
Exactly. I think Maverick just has it.
Right.
Born with it. It's in his blood. His father, which we haven't talked about really.
So kind of a Iceman can train and be the best at training, but Maverick can probably be the best at the real thing.
Exactly.
Kind of sitting. Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
And they work well because you need both of those
Yes.
guys. You need a mix of those two different guys. But I liked him, man. I really liked him in this movie. He's supposed to be the villain, the
Right.
antagonist. That's what's so dope about this movie. He's supposed to be the antagonist,
Yeah.
but he's a good guy. We're living in the world of good guys, top military guys. And he's not even an asshole. Like he's not. Like Maverick and his the camp, like the way that the film portrays him is an asshole, but like I never got that vibe.
Nope.
I just
I
knew
mean, everything you said was the truth.
exactly.
He wasn't just like being an a-hole. He was just stating facts.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
actually, like one of my favorite characters in the movie
Yeah.
is Iceman. So, all right, man. Let's jump over here to Anthony Edwards, Lieutenant General Nick Goose Bradshaw, Maverick's radar intercept officer and best friend.
Yes.
RIO. Talk to me, brother.
Goose, man. He's basically along for the ride, right?
Most of the time.
Whatever Maverick decides to do, he's he states his opinion all the time, but that only goes so far with Maverick.
Does he listen is the question.
Yeah.
Nope.
His sidekick, his best friend, RIO. These two go the whole way with each other, right? They're doing their thing. They end up at Top Gun together. And unfortunately, he does not make it through the movie.
Yeah, man. So
I don't have a lot to say about Goose. I mean, he's cool.
I love Goose's character.
Yeah,
bro.
he's really cool, but like, he's got a lot of wit and a lot of funny comedic value. But like, I don't have anything in particular because he's just there along for the ride.
In real life, who Goose reminds me of?
What's that?
Do you have a mirror? Okay. And this is the reason why, right? I'm definitely, especially like when we were younger,
Yeah,
I'm Maverick. And I'm probably going to do some dumb shit. Okay.
that's fair.
Right? I'm probably going to do
That's fair.
some stuff. And you're always just like, that's probably a bad idea, Clyde. But hell, I'm along for the ride. Let's go. Like, I'm here with you every step of the way, right?
Yeah.
If I was to hit on a girl at a bar like they did, you would be my wingman right there.
Yeah.
And make sure the job gets done.
That's fair. That's fair. And I mean, like I said, that's what he is.
Yeah.
And like, it's not he's not the one being crazy.
No, he's very technical.
Right. So he doesn't have a lot of fun, crazy things to talk about. He's just, like I said, he's there along for the ride. He's funny. He's the RIO, I guess.
He's right there, bro. And like, you gotta have a best friend like that. That's what I have in you. That's what I have in John, where you guys are gonna check me when I need to be checked, and I have appreciated it for the last 20 years. Okay. I'm still gonna do what the hell I want to do,
right.
but yeah, dude. But unfortunately, he does die, and that's because Tom Cruise does some shit that he shouldn't do.
Yep.
And it cost. You know, luckily the Navy doesn't find him at fault. They found like the chute or something was faulty.
Yeah, I think it was the whole thing, like
The canopy or something was faulty.
Yeah, and then going through the jet wash.
Yeah.
Is what kind of caused everything. So, yep, not good.
All right, so we got a lot of other guys in here, man. I really just want to focus on Scarrett and Ironside next.
Okay.
And obviously Tim Robbins, like just best character in the movie. But we got Tom Skerritt as Mike Viper Metcalf, commanding officer and instructor at Top Gun, a veteran of the Vietnam War who served with Duke Mitchell, Maverick's father. This guy, what is Tom Skerritt, dude?
Yeah.
And just commanding. And
Yeah,
they were
that
like, we
stash,
need a
man.
commanding. Damn it, I want a stash.
Yeah.
Gotta get a stash.
Just a strong look.
This is a very strong look. Like, stash means, like, don't F with me, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, especially the ones they were wearing.
Yes.
It's a bold move, I guess you could say.
This guy's cool, man, but
Yeah,
he's definitely a no crap
Yeah.
type guy. And I really enjoyed that from him. But when he has to be kind of more of a father figure to Maverick, I also appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, let me let you know exactly what went down with your father and why these files are locked away and everything.
Yeah, he's hard on him when he needs to be.
Yeah.
But like on the behind the curtain, he's awesome pilot.
Yeah.
You know, but he has to yell at him for doing his stupid stuff.
Got to do it.
And then it's like, I know you're awesome, but calm it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Just dial it back a little bit.
Oh, yeah. You know, and he definitely sees the best. And like you said, he sees the best in Maverick.
Yeah.
But has to have that whip when he needs it. So that was very cool.
Like after all that stuff happened with Goose, you know, once they once they dismiss everything against Maverick,
Yeah.
he's like, I want him back in there.
Keep him in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was
Very
real
vital.
cool.
Very vital.
All right, man, let's jump over here to Michael Ironside.
Sure.
Rick gestured heavily, a naval aviator and Top Gun instructor. Michael Ironside has the best voice.
Yeah. Yep. He's been around doing some stuff for a while. Especially in the I guess authority characters.
Yeah.
I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was in Starship Troopers too, right?
Dude, he was definitely in Starship Troopers, yeah.
And quite a few other things. But yeah, he's got a very commanding, and his face and his everything about him is very, very strong, very authoritative.
My favorite thing about Michael Ironside, dude, is he voices my favorite video game character of all time from Splinter Cell, Sam Fisher. Just badass.
Okay.
But him as Jester in this movie, you can fly like with the best of them,
Yeah.
man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And like even Maverick and Iceman was just like, geez, I can't keep up with this guy, man.
Yeah.
I loved watching him in the air, right? Like outdo these young chat. He's been doing it forever.
Right. And then they have their little dog fight
Yep.
training, which he's like, oh, great, Jester's up here. And then Maverick's like, yeah, he's probably saying, oh, no, Maverick and Goose are up here. Yeah, he's great to watch, man.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about the look and feel of this movie. We're either on that base.
Yep.
Or we're in the sky.
Both were.
We got a few
awesome.
scenes at a bar, you know, at
Yeah.
Charlie's house or whatever. But like I will say at the base it looked cramped, but that's how those things are, man.
Also on the ship a little bit too.
Yeah.
The
In the beginning and at the end there before they went out there, I liked it, man. This was a very good for a mid '80s movie.
Yeah,
it still holds up.
Yeah,
the look and feel of this movie, man. It's just shot beautifully, shot fantastic. What Star Wars did in '77 with those battles in the air, in space, Top Gun did in '86 with like in the air here.
Tom Cruise,
dude, just badass, just badass, man. No, I just really like, you know, I saw Independence Day before I saw this.
Mm.
And you watch Independence Day and you're like, dude, these dog fights in the air and everything are really, really cool. But go back and watch Top Gun.
Well, man, it's because it's what's happening, man. It's all real. I mean, there's nothing
so
fake
much
about
better.
It. Yeah. There's just nothing fake about it.
Yeah.
It's the real deal. It's what's going on then, what's still going on now. Maybe some of the same planes.
I mean, you're right, but you have like I'm talking about like the shots of the wings, the shots of the afterburners and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just the angles that Tony Scott decided to use in this movie, which is fantastic, bro. That people use if you're doing like plane or fighter pilot stuff like in movies that they're using today.
Right.
They're copying this movie, right? And just doing it not as good, actually. They're not. The original just holds up, man.
Yes. Agreed.
I really loved it. Dude.
Yeah.
We got one of the best songs ever. Okay.
Yep. You just can't help sing along with it when the movie comes on.
And they play it like 6 or 7 times in the movie. Like you just hear like not obviously not the whole thing, but you hear like little bits and pieces of it throughout the movie. But Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins, dude, iconic.
Oh yeah,
classic. Just so good, man.
Yeah, and they just use the music. Like they don't use the lyrics, like you said.
Yeah,
they just use the music, and it comes in when it needs to come in. So good. So good.
But even the score when they're in these dog fights, right? It's intense.
Yeah,
and you feel like you're like that's the cool thing about it. You feel like you're a pilot in one of these big ass F-14s, and your heart's adrenaline. You know, your pulse pumping, everything's going. This is just a good movie, man.
Yeah, good time, and it gave us some very good quotes too.
Dude,
some of the best quotes.
Yeah, we messed one up last week.
Yeah, we did. One of the other ones that I had was Negative Ghost Rider.
Yep.
Quite a few more in there.
Oh man, just like I just really loved how in the bar for when he was going to go hit on Charlie.
Yeah,
they all got into it.
Yeah,
the whole squad.
Right.
Got into that song. They all were singing it. Killed it. He just sat down like a boss.
Yeah, it's like when they're not in the air, they're all cool with each other. Same thing when they're like playing volleyball, stuff like that. It's all just hanging out.
Can we talk about that for a second, dude? We cannot skip that. One.
Yeah.
How many times did Maverick look down on his watch? He had a booty call.
Yeah, he was counting down.
I gotta make this happen here, dude. So I love 80s movies, and what the 80s did a lot of, and they might have not been like A movies, but they might have been B movies, but a lot of like beach 80s movies. What we did not get though is like an intense volleyball scene until this movie came out.
It was always like weightlifting and stuff.
Yeah, it was always like crap that I don't care about. But like this, dude, this was awesome, man.
You're about some hardcore volleyball.
Just some intense volleyball action going on.
Yeah, it was intense. Yeah. What's funny is it's, along with like the quotes and stuff from the movie. This is a lot of people know this scene.
It's iconic, dude.
Yeah. just a bunch of, just like I said earlier, shirtless dudes high fiving, hitting the volleyball,
sweaty ass shirtless dudes, bro,
hanging out in the sand and stuff. Yeah, that's
not Goose though. He's married with a kid. Dude.
Yeah,
he's covered up.
He had a shirt on. Yeah.
Definitely had his stuff on, dude. Okay, so the guy who plays Goose, by the way, Anthony Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of years before this, he had the lead role in Revenge of the Nerds.
No,
same guy. Google it, look it up.
And then he's
same guy.
That's why he had his shirt on.
And then he's he can get the muscles in time.
He just wasn't ready.
He didn't go on that Chris Hemsworth workout plan in enough time. No, the Chris Pratt workout plan.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, that
Either
one.
Either one.
Yeah.
Either one.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and let me holler at you about a theme real quick. Man, this movie is about a lot of things, but I think what it boils down to, especially with your title character, Maverick, one, getting over the past.
Yeah.
His father's mishaps, his father's legacy, letting go that that you were involved in some way, shape, or form with your best friend being killed.
Yeah.
And just trying to be the best that you can and understand that sometimes you have to follow rules.
Yeah.
You can't always be the Maverick, bro.
Right. They're there for a reason.
They are.
Right. Especially, dog fights and stuff, training.
Exactly.
These jets.
When at the end, when he was like, I'm not going to leave my wingman.
Yeah.
You get it, finally.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Yep.
So definitely appreciated that, man. Ultimately, this is just a badass military war games type movie, brother. With heartache, love, friendship. This is a lot mixed in here, man. A lot of stuff going on here, but just a fantastic flick.
Yep.
All right, team, that is our conversation about Top Gun 1986.
6.
JV, talk to me, man. What are your thoughts and ratings on this?
5 buckets.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Been around for a minute, and I watched it the other day, and it was like watching a new movie, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looks fantastic, and Tom Cruise looks exactly the same, so that's probably a bit of it, right? It's like
Cruise don't crack, bro. Yeah. Cruise don't crack.
But a great story, fun story. Like you said, just great cinematic value that still holds up to this day. Val Kilmer, Tom Cruise, everybody in here was fantastic. So that's going to be my 5 out of 5. How about you, sir?
Yeah, brother, I'm right there next to you, man. This gets 5 buckets of popcorn. Tony Scott, fantastic director, man. And, he was actually fired from this movie and rehired 4 times. They also tried to fire Francis Ford Coppola for The Godfather, so you know how that turned out. But this is just a beautiful movie.
Yeah. Yep.
End to end, just very well shot, very well acted. Music was just kick ass. I have not, as far as military type movies, this is up there for me, man. This is definitely up there for me. And I think just Val Kilmer's Iceman, dude. Dude should have got an Academy Award for this, man. It was just so awesome.
Yes, it really was, man. he had a little bit of attitude in his voice, but
Yeah.
like I said, ultimately he was laying down the facts all day.
Loved it. Thank you for subscribing to this week's episode, talking through Top Gun. Next week, we will be discussing, why not, Top Gun Maverick.
And that's showing in a theater near you.
I am Clyde Smith, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram as I am Clyde D. Smith.
I'm Javier Villalobos, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. J8200.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.